kicks it back to Parrish. He's got to shoot back. Well, he was open. Mahaffey tips it back. 1 second to shoot. Mobley got it back with a new 20.
He's not going to get a better look than what Parrish had there. It's got to go up.
Stewart lays it in.
Those games, at the end of them, who gets the basketball to make the decisions? It's usually Thornton.
It's been a career year. And bound to get it to Parrish.
Look at the big guy just filling up the lane just there.
Mobley drops a nice little dime to Stewart in.
Last 2 games has really started to up his production.
Hoiberg open inside, effective from behind. And Stewart rips it down. Thornton shooting it better than he has all of his career, and here at home making almost 55% this year.
He likes these home rims, man.
Oh, man.
So this is another young man that likes the home rims.
John Mobley made more threes in the Big Ten than any other freshman. Stewart off the glass, and it's 5-0. Second half. Mobley, the freshman's been aggressive. Gary got a piece of it, but put back in by.
And I think he hit his funny bone on his left hand. He's trying to work it out, or left elbow rather.
Gary's got 18 points. He's only missed 2 shots tonight. Mobley, Stewart, and he has 2 buckets here in the last couple. It was right there on.
Yes, he was.
Gary having a night. He joins Williams with 20 points. Williams has 22.
Parrish has been quiet all night long. Just has not been able to get going consistently.
Double team, they'll have to give it up. Finds Royal, 5 seconds to shoot. And Stewart finally knocks it down.
In the glass, giving themselves second chance opportunities. They're within double, got it to single digits here, only down 6.
Morgan's chipped in 7 points, 5 rebounds. Thornton all the way in. Boy, Stewart got it to go with the contact.
They're draped all over him. These 2 teams have combined 6 of 6 from 3 in this second half.
I thought we'd see like defensive adjustments and teams 0 for 6 to start the half. It's complete opposite.
Instead of cooling off Ohio State, SC just thought, well, what if we heated up? Up high to get that pass with Stewart, and he scores. Oregon next, but USC's last 3 games are in the Pacific time zone. They finish at UCLA. Oh, what a finish by Stewart on the
years. 3-0 lead for UCLA. They missed a bunch of free throws late in that loss to Minnesota, 64-61 on Tuesday night.
And what a game Dawson had. Garcia. Boy, they really extend you and look to help.
Stewart attacking. Banker goes.
Boy, nice compliment to his.
Those 40+%, there's the Martinelli bucket. But it's been the other way, too, where he's got 11 games of under 20% from 3. A couple overs, too.
Boomer bust.
Here's Sean Stewart. Very good.
You speak from experience.
Yes. But that's everybody, you know. You see one go in, your confidence grows, you're looking to be aggressive.
Alley-oop. Down by Sean.
Off the floor comes Parrish. Finds his spot to the cup. Stewart is there.
Set for Gale again, the former Buckeye.
Donaldson's pass deflected. Stewart to steal.
Yeah, Donaldson left his feet again. Going up that imaginary ladder, you get in trouble. Look at Thornton. This is what he has to do. There you go. Good boy.
Dropping dimes. It's Stewart.
Backdoor cut. Get the young fella some confidence on the road. It's a nice matchup between 2 high-octane offensive freshmen, Diallo and Mobley Jr.
And 2 offensive teams that have been playing better basketball of late. Washington averaging 73 points over their last 3 games, and Ohio State's won 4 of the last 6, and Sean Stewart a big
Glad he's out here playing, too. Had a career of injuries.
He has knee injury after knee injury. Good follow by Sean Stewart. Basketball.
He can. Nice adjustment there to go to his offhand at the bucket. Can Washington sit down defensively and get some stops and start feeling good about themselves on this end of the floor?
That's the big question, and not on that.
Maryland just can't keep them around.
No.
You know, this.
You get something like this. It's swatted away. It's Stewart, and he scores.
Love to see it.
Glover into the game for the first time for Ohio State. He's on the ball. Glover with it again. Slips it back to Stewart. Inside, knocked down. Over the 7-footer, Conan Niederhaus.
Illustrated earlier, those close losses, those single-digit losses, they're good and bad.
Sean Stewart finishes. Mahaffey put back in, weak side by Sean.
I mean, they're really crisp.
There's a steal. Stewart dunks it home.
Young players are watching that. You don't have to get all crazy with the bounce and all that. Simple jab step, and if you can shoot the rock, jab step into your jumper.
Had an out-of-bounds play set up. There's Stewart and one more.
I imagine they're going to try to get Mobley a look here. Best three-point shooter on the team.
Into the corner.
Instead, it's Stewart for three. Pure!
Is not backing down. He's bringing the physicality right to you.
Ohio State over 3 minutes scoreless. Trying to find that rhythm from the beginning of the half. Pocket pass. Stewart push it through on the roll.
Suffered a few games back against Michigan State. Spartans this year will do that too.
Speaking of missing, outstanding freshman for Indiana, Bryson Tucker is out as he injured his finger in practice.
Dislocated.
Yeah, I was looking forward to watching that young man play. I love his game.
Wes Glover. Cut off. Stop and start. Nice dive. Double palm. Stewart. And one.
Really good job of using his backside to back up Mahaffey to create some space. He still got to that left shoulder, but that was a play drawn up out of timeout to get him to a strong hand.
4 assists, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Inside, Stewart, jump hook, got it.
He had last year. They'd love to get that shooting back here at some point as January becomes February.
Yeah, he's got to get that ankle healed up. He's playing tonight. I'm sure he's not 100%, but he's a gamer.
Well, that's some good movement there for the Buckeyes. And Stewart
Even crowd up to around the mid-post range. You hit him and you cut off it hard. Kamari McGee gets the easiest bucket for the Badgers here in the second half.
good assist. Wisconsin in that area, most in 30 years for their average. And Stewart responds.
Shellstead for three. Oh, my.
He shot that from Toledo. Coming off that career high last game, 5 threes.
All freshman Pac-12 team member last year. Good ball movement to get it inside to Stewart.
I tell you, we had the replay. I didn't even see the hook and hold.
No, not at all.
Brandon Angel. This thought was aggressive box out. I love the way that Oregon flows from that defense. Kind of a three-quarter court, 1-2-2.
And inside, that one finds the good roll from Days. West Lynn High School has been garnering attention and honors. Twice the Oregon Gatorade Player of the Year in high school. Then the all-freshman team last year in the Pac-12 Conference. Preseason All-Big Ten pick this year. I mean, he's used to being in the spotlight. Usually delivers, too.
Agree. You can see why. Quick as a hiccup.
Parrish, nice drop off and the finish for Sean Stewart. That's a beautiful. Get it reset. And back to work, so 2:48 and counting in this one in a three-point game. Royal, but a quiet offensive night, just 4 points. Stewart, not a quiet offensive night. He gets the kind roll. He's got 14.
The goal for Czar as a team.
Underneath. So, and some other guys that are stepping
stepping up, and Isaac Asima has been outstanding, really on both ends of the floor. But 6 of 7, 12 points, big time from the young player.
Where do the Buckeyes go to stop the scoring drought that's lasted more than 2 minutes? Well, there is a good place to go underneath. Anderson missed it. There's the rebound. No look, sets up Stewart.
47-41. After being down by 14. A steal. Stewart. Bang! And the Buckeyes are right back in it.
The way he moves, uses his body.
Baseline jumper, no. Rebounded Stewart. Jump hook. Got it.
Your senior. Daughtry will take the three. And it's tipped right to Glover. Janai Summers down. Ohio State running. Glover wraparound. Stewart turns and scores.
Ohio State the other way can't finish and then turns into 2 points for Indiana State. Ohio State is one of the worst teams in the country in transition, the worst in the Big Ten. Only 5 points a game. You have to turn those into points there.
It is a more methodical style for Ohio State typically. On top by 4. Slipping. Stewart goes up and scores. Plus the hesitation for Teal. Drive and kick for Gray. Thornton pushing the pace. What a nice bounce pass. Extra feed to Stewart.
One of those dunks we were looking forward to seeing.
Harding rises. Too strong. Royal tip to Thornton. Ohio State one shy of its largest lead. Stewart goes up.
And that brings in Travis Perry.
And Ellis has it poked loose, keeps his eyes up, and that is stolen away by the Buckeyes. Sean Stewart with it on the run, and Stewart to the right. And Royal fell to the ground. They attacked that spot, but Royal gets back up to his feet and steals it away. What else is new? Up the court, Stewart. Slamming it always.
Yeah, always.
Always member of the University of Rhode Island men's basketball program. That's All Wright's brother. Their father, Joe Wright, great player in his own right. And this is
Per se, a huge scoring game, but a very steady game today. It's 14.
It's a style of play that you're seeing a lot more in college basketball. That reverse pivot, let the defense kind of expand, take its time, turn over that shoulder, read the defense again, and take a fadeaway jumper.
Stewart on the baseline, hits a tough shot over Cardwell.
This year, this is not the Steve Peichel team of old that wants to play in the 50s and 60s. They get up and score.
They'll get up and down, and with these dynamic duo and Jeremiah Williams, who doesn't get a lot of credit, but he can drop 20 on you any point as well.
Down on this end, Ohio State, the best three-point shooting team in the Big Ten, the best three-point shooting teams in the country. They start inside with Sean Stewart.
They'll match up 2-3 zone right here, and then they'll go back to man.
Butker showing this look several times down here in the half court in this first half. Mahaffey grinds in, gets double, leaves it for Stewart for the dunk.
Sport of college basketball. I love seeing the youngsters at the game.
Glad we got some love for the kids and the Salukis in our time together.
There you go.
A long pass that Royal met. A lob for Stewart. Royal
attack and buries a three. Maryland has been shooting lights out the last couple of games. They've been hitting 43% the last 2 nights.
Gillespie had been a little bit quiet with his scoring the last 2, but this is a much deeper Maryland team. Yes, no more Jameer Young, but you look at how many different guys on this team can hurt you. The depth of the roster so much better.
Ohio State's been tested. Opener against Texas, a win. Nice floater.
And to Purdue on Sunday, we have got to stay sharp for 40 minutes.
Ohio State has transition. Thornton, the lob, and Stewart finishes it.
Shots come from beyond the arc, and 30% of their points come from 3. So if you're Pitt, the last couple times they've gone under the screen. You cannot go under the screen. You have to be there on the catch, or Ohio State's going to kill you at that end.
Sean Stewart
led for much of that game and outplayed Wisconsin, but you have to finish it off. Pitt holds teams to 26% from three. The Buckeyes have had too many clean looks, and Ohio State holds teams to 34% from the floor. It's another easy.
He's on the bench, having his right calf looked at. As Thornton falls down, scampers back to his feet, and this time Stewart.
No, and it's teams that rely on the three-point shot. You're going to have stretches like this where the ball's just not dropping, and it's tough to get rhythm when you don't see it go through the hole.
Nice drop off from Michi Johnson, and there's Sean Stein from C.J. O'Hara, the freshman from Minneapolis.
Good job of beating the Buckeye defense. Green Bay getting down the floor a little bit quicker the last few possessions. They just stay intact with the Buckeyes and try to develop some confidence here.
Looking for room on the baseline, and Sean Stewart
was able without defensive help coming from that backside.
Michi in the corner, back up top now to Stewart. Buckeye team 4-1 on this young season. Stewart, nice catch, gather and finish.
There you go.
Ohio State with a 26-2 advantage.
That's been the difference in the game right now, in addition to the three-point shooting. But Green Bay will learn from this in terms of having to match some physicality against their opponents. Gotta be careful on that bounce.
Ooh, oh my, and that's a blocking foul. Count the bucket.
The space tight, didn't allow him to create.
Mobley will back it out. 3.5 to go in this one. Stewart leaning in off the window.
Shot clock getting late. Down to 5 for Harper. Steps into a 3. And it slides off. The rebound for Stewart. A cold start for Youngstown State. From out deep. And Stewart steps into a jam.
Some familiarity with Jay Diebler and what he wants to do, and familiarity playing in this arena.
Mobley off the curl. Nice pass. Stewart with the body bumps Dines away.
That he can step back from behind the arc and hit those threes just as well.
A lot of teams have adopted that analytical model of mid-range jump shots are no good for your offense. There's Stewart in tight for 2. State then had 2 career years for South Carolina. And he was just short, but it's swept up by Stewart. And then, of course, Indiana will be here. And then the game. What make you say that team's name?
I just know they're up north somewhere.
They play Michigan. Oh, hello.